Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Diary of a Black Actress. I haven't made an intro. I don't even have a logo yet, but we'll do this later. So one of the first videos that I thought I'd make is about having or obtaining a talent agent in this industry. You know, I have been an actress for a while, currently working on being a working professional actress. But the biggest thing to me is just how hard it seems to be to get a talent agent. Now, if you have some kind of eclectic look, some racially ambiguous look, or something like that, and you do have talent on top of that, I feel like it will be much easier for you, but I've realized that in this industry, being regular looking, I guess, or being just, I guess, a regular black plus size actress, I realize that when it comes to finding an agent, the first thing, what has been mostly my difficulty, is really agents telling me that they have someone that looks like me already. I'm just like, and so what? That has been my biggest thing and the biggest difficulty for me. Having agents tell me that, you know, I love your talent, I love it, I love this, love that, I would love to sign you, but unfortunately, we have someone who looks like you already. We have your type already. And in my head, I'm like, no, you don't, because you'll never find anyone like me, to be honest. But it's just kind of annoying because when you think about it, sometimes your brain will kind of just be like, okay, so then if these agents are telling me this, then what agency won't have a 20-year-old plus-size black woman? But it's best not to think like that, right? Because time and chance happens to us all. But I would say one advice that I'm rolling with at this point is just keep doing you. I'm just keeping on with the doing me. And I am, if they have agencies that have their roster available, looking at their roster and seeing if they're missing someone like you. That's a big selling point when going into showcases. I mean, not like they don't know, but whether you're going into showcases or even what I've been doing a lot, emailing agencies, is highlighting, hey, not only am I talented, and I also send them a example self-tape. Not only am I talented, but I've noticed you don't got someone like me on your roster. And also another thing that will help you be distinguished in this industry are your skills. So say, for example, they do have someone who is exactly your type, exactly you, but you speak a foreign language, or you can do a specific accent, or you have these wide range of skills under your belt that the other person doesn't have. That would be some kind of incentive or some kind of advantage to encourage that agent to sign you. So that's what I've realized. And I have taken advantage of the fact that I can speak a foreign language conversationally. Make sure I have that on my resume. Make sure I highlight that when I'm speaking to agents. Make sure I let them know, you know, I can do this accent. I have this skill. This, that. Just to, you know. And another thing that I have heard and realized that is a plus in this industry as well is consistency, or let's say persistence. If you've reached out to an agent and they didn't respond, following up every few months, not to be annoying, I'm not talking about following up every day or every week, but something reasonable, like every few months, your top, let's say 10 agencies or top 10 agents that you want to be signed with, following up with them every few months and saying, hey, this is something new that, this is a new skill that I've gained. Or, you know, I was able to achieve this and book this in the last 2 to 3 months, you know. And I have heard that when agents see that you are persistent, not annoying, but reasonably persistent in reaching out to them, sometimes going that extra mile helps them and encourages them to sign you. So these are a few things that I am putting into practice this year. I've been pursuing acting for a long time, for a few years. And my main goal right now in 2024 is to get signed to an agency, because being signed to an agency allows you to have 100-fold more opportunities. So part of my strategy now is keeping that list of top 10 agents and top 10 agencies, emailing them with a self-tape and all this information, and keeping in contact with those agents that have commended me in the past, or even if they didn't. Keeping in contact with them, and even if they don't respond, making sure I follow up every few months. Or if I recently went to a showcase where they commended me specifically, and the whole purpose of you going to a showcase is, with the objective of getting signed. They're there to sign people and you're there to get signed. And so when that happens and I met them in person and they say they love me, I send them a follow-up email. And every few weeks, let's say every 2 to 3 weeks, if they don't respond, then follow up with them again with a new self-tape or a new example or something else, just so that, you can stay on top of their minds. If they reject you, they reject you. That's the worst that can happen. You know what I'm saying? What is the worst that can happen with situations like this? That they email you back and say, sorry, I'm no longer signing people right now, or sorry, I have your type, or whatever, or sorry, or so and so. But at this point in time, shoot your shot is the hashtag that we're rolling with. Shoot your shot. What is the worst that can happen? When you stay consistent, when you stay diligent, when you put in the work that you have to, and the Lord has given you that talent, it's all a matter of time and chance. One thing that I put into practice when I am submitting self-tapes or emailing is I pray for favor. Listen, if you ain't got favor, ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen for you, girl. Sometimes what you really actually need, you got the talent, you got this, you got that, you have everything in your suitcase. But sometimes the one thing that you're missing, homegirl, is favor. It is favor. So I'm just like, Lord, favor me. Favor me. It is God who holds the hearts of kings, the hearts of men in his hands, and he turns them. I'm like, Lord, favor me. Even if I don't have the best self-tape, even if I'm quote unquote not the best talented in the room, which I am by 5 by 4, I'm always the head and not the tail. But even still, listen, sometimes you can be the worst of the worst, but simply just because of favor, for some reason, your self-tape was not the best, but for some reason, their heart is like, nah, I need to sign this girl. Nah, I need to go with that girl. That's called favor, girl. That's called favor. That's called the Lord is on your side. That's called time and chance is happening to you. That is called destiny. So I'm just like, everything I do, I'm like, Lord, favor me. Lord, favor me. Lord, favor me. All right. So I think that's the end of this episode. It's my first video. And if you guys have any questions, any comments, or anything like that, please let me know. I will be keeping you guys up to date. And God willing, I will continue with these videos. God willing, I will make some videos about my day-to-day life as a Black actress, as someone pursuing professional full-time acting. And we'll see how it goes.